from 720p high to 720p standard. Maybe that'll work. I was saying, or as I was going to say, it used to work. For starters, one, don't expect regular thing me streaming. I just see, I wasn't really planning on doing a stream, and I was like, let's do it. So here's basically, last time I streamed was like October, November of 2017, and I played Wolfenstein 2, and I played that for a bit. Then I had a deck I had to build. I helped my father build a deck, and then multitasking. I helped my father build a deck, and then my school were on strike, and then school was back in session, and then we finished building the deck, and then I believe at that point I still had a roommate who was spending time in my room, and then he had left, and then I'd brought all my gaming stuff back up to my room, and then my internet was having trouble for streaming and stuff, and then that's probably why I've been having so much trouble with having a stream going. And then holy fuck, these glasses suck. Heard about the new YouTube changes. They decided that they were going to change it once more. I didn't actually realize this, but I guess the first time they made the changes to the YouTube partnership program, I was actually dropped at that point, I believe. But then they made these new changes, and then I was definitely dropped and had no chance of getting in. You needed, I want to say it was like 1,000 subscribers and a whole bunch of other stupid shit you had to obtain, and it was kind of stupid because the way... Oh, no, PlayStation's about to kick me off the stream. Yeah, it was, I thought it was kind of stupid because they had already put me in the YouTube partnership program. Like, I had done, all the things that was required of me to be eligible to join and get all of the benefits to it, and so I was a part of it, and I was able to monetize my videos, and, I wasn't making any money, but the potential to make money was sort of there, and, because of your Logan Pauls, your Jake Pauls, and that have these ads on it, that, supposedly shouldn't have ads, and, adpocalypse, whatever you want to call it, they had to make some changes, and those changes, of course, meant that if you were a smaller channel, you were screwed, right? Well, the thing that, kind of pissed me off is, this happened back in between 2017 and 2018. So, for premise, I made my YouTube channel back in February of 2013. So I've been doing this for, quite a while, over 3 years, actually over 5 actually. Christ, my math is terrible. So over 5 years of, making YouTube videos, I've gotten some copyright strikes or whatever, or, well, not strikes, copyright notices / claims. There would be like this audio track that was, X length long, and it was just, a bass, a simple bass beat. Then they had synth beats and all of this shit, so you could layer it and, create your own sort of sounding thing using predetermined genres. So you could choose like the dubstep genre and use the pre-made beats that were done and splice them together and make your own song. And so I had done that for my YouTube intro, I had done that for various different things. What the fuck? Get out of here, you fucking coon. And so I had done all of that, used that program to make music for my channel, music for, for YouTube, and of course, being a free program to make music, everybody and their mother uses said program. So when for my YouTube channel, thinking, oh, hey, it's, you know, free to use software, I make a song, and then I use it in my video, it's cool, it's fine, right? Well, lo and behold, these guys who make a, you know, a simple, stupid song using the same presets, same track styling as me, and it ends up sounding similar, and they decide to put it through an agency that, you know, to make money off of it, right? Like a record label type thing. Well, now they are now using the thing on YouTube where you can basically submit your content and say, hey, if you find content like this, flag it for us. And so I've had thousands of copyright claims from thousands of different artists for the exact same song because we all use the same program and shit. But aside from that, which every time I fought it, usually they, after I put in the first, you know, appeal, most times they would listen. At first people would listen the first time I put in a appeal. But then at some point people, I had a whole bunch of appeals that came back. They were saying, hey, no, it's still our content, we're reinstating it. So I ended up sort of going a little balls out and basically saying, like, you know, this was me, I'm not even like 18 years old and I'm sitting here, you know, I'm claiming that I own this content. I need to have proof that I own this content, and I need to be able to fight, you know, if it escalates in a court of law that this content I own. And so I basically just appealed their reinstatement and basically said, like, here's the sitch, this is my content, I own this content, I have proof that I own this content, and how I got proof is I actually went into the songs onto my computer to where I'd stored all the songs, and I had the exact timestamp down to the millisecond of when it was when I finished creating it, when I had saved it, the exact date, the time, everything that was associated with each song, and I provided all of that as proof, provided the program name, how the program is used to make music, and then I basically said that, you know, and this was ballsy on my part, because not only do I not have a lawyer, but I don't have a legal team or anything like that, so I would then threaten legal action. I would basically tell them, like, hey, listen, this is my music, I've created this using this program that was free to use, I have proof that I own this, that it is my original content, and that you are, you know, false, you aren't, you are wrong in your claim, kind of thing. And so I basically said that if I wouldn't hesitate to take legal action against them if they continued to claim it. And so they ended up giving up at that point. I guess you know, they figured, you know, the first one I would just let it slide, and then I appealed it, so they would like, okay, well, we're gonna instate it and install the fear of God, because if you then appeal it again, right, for the second appeal you do, if they come back at it a third time, you'll get a copyright strike, which that whole system I find is bullshit, because when you look at it, you know, if I say that if I create content, somebody flags it for copyright and says, oh, that content's mine, I own the rights to it, so then you appeal it because, you know, in fact, that content is your content, and then they turn around and say, no, it's my content, again, so then you appeal it the second time, and then if they turn around and say, no, it's still my content, then YouTube then turns around and gives you a copyright strike. So that's kind of a shitty situation to be in, because it's like, you don't really get a chance to prove yourself. It's just like, if somebody claims copyright on your video and you appeal it and they reject that appeal, you get the claim gets reinstated. Then you go to appeal it a second time and they reinstate it again, you're just considered to be fucked, basically. They don't give a shit, they don't listen to reason, you get a copyright strike. 3 of those, 3 strikes against your channel and you're out, kind of thing. So that's kind of shitty, but I ended up winning all of them, and I just ended up, whenever I got a copyright strike at that point, I just threatened legal action the first time. It's like, I appeal it, and I said, I have proof that I own these songs. I can provide proof in a court of law. If you do not relinquish this claim, I will be forced to take full legal action against you and your party. And basically haven't had a problem with copyright since. But aside from those stupid issues with copyright, I haven't ever, you know, my YouTube channel has sort of just been like, hasn't been a bad thing. I haven't, you know, been a bad apple. I haven't been, you know, filming dead bodies in a forest, or, you know, burning shit in swimming pools, or, you know, soliciting underage children. Like, you know, you hear all of these stories of other YouTubers who, you know, they, you know, sexed with their fans who are underage. Meanwhile, they're in their 20s, and then you hear of the Logan Paul and the Jake Paul and all of this other shit, and then you hear, you know, oh, look at these extremist channels again, you know, ISIS propaganda or whatever, and it just so happens there's an ad there or whatever, right? And so they, you know, YouTube gets hit where it hurts, which is with their paychecks, because companies start pulling their ads, and so they have to make a rash decision. So I believe the first thing they did in response to this was basically they made some rules to get into the ad partnership program, and so you had to, you know, complete these rules. However, if you were already in the YouTube partnership program, prior to these rules coming into effect, you wouldn't be removed. But then the second iteration, where they, you know, oh, you need this many subscribers, you need this many lifetime views or whatever, or watch time minutes, and then you need this and you need that, and, you know, without these things you're not partnered and you can't make ad revenue. So, and it wasn't like, okay, and but if you were already a partner, you get to keep it, right? It was just, hey, you're fucked now. It doesn't matter whether you were previously a partner or not. If you don't meet this criteria, you're gone. See you later. Have a nice fucking life. So, you know, for somebody who'd put over, you know, over 5 years into a project where, you know, I was making videos, having fun, doing live streams, whatever it happened to be, whatever the case may be, and, you know, I got basically just tossed aside because of, you know, what other people were doing with their channels, that was making the YouTube situation look bad, and it stung a bit, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure there's more on the back end that I haven't heard or haven't known, and I'm sure that there's, you know, people who disagree with me or who agree with me or whatever it happens to be, but the end result was, I was feeling a little sour about the whole situation. I felt like, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into something, and, you know, I jumped through the hoops I had to jump through, which, granted, when I did jump through those hoops, there wasn't very many hoops you had to jump through to become a YouTube partner. So it felt to me kind of like a slap in the face, and, you know, a good old fuck you from YouTube, right? So I had, you know, I pretty much decided at that point that I was sort of done with it. That, you know, maybe I'll make videos or whatever, maybe I'll do live streams, but it's not going to be, you know, a permanent thing. Because at the time I was kind of thinking of YouTube as, you know, potentially a potential second career. I was thinking, like, you know, you see people make money on it, and it might actually be a cool thing, especially being a student and whatever. If I was able to make, you know, let's say I was able to pull in at like $100 a month, that's $100 a month I wouldn't be pulling in if I was a full-time student, kind of thing. So I thought, you know, hey, if I start now while I'm in high school on a YouTube channel and, you know, get a following, put in some time, put in some effort doing, you know, playing some video games with my buddies and shit, that I might actually see a return from it later, and it might actually, you know, give me a little leg up when it comes to starting my adult life kind of thing. And so it was just one of those things where, you know, I realized that at this point, you know, after over some odd years of doing the YouTube thing, not, you know, I didn't even, I had, you know, 80, didn't have a decent growth coming, decent watch time, all of this shit, and, you know, I'd already been feeling kind of sour about, you know, the amount of effort I had put into making videos, and, you know, that I just wasn't seeing the return I thought I would from it, and it's, you know, it's easily could just be because, you know, I'm not the greatest at playing video games, or, you know, of course, people aren't really interested in seeing what I'm putting out there, which is fine. I mean, everybody likes who they like, and everybody dislikes who they dislike, so, you know, I was able to find roughly 80 people who seem to enjoy my content, whether they continue to show up and watch my content after they subscribed is up in the air, but I've managed to find 80 people who seem to like it enough to hit that subscribe button, and, you know, it's not like I'm salty that I only managed that many. I was just, you know, I was thinking that I might have been able to, you know, get more, have a bit of a bigger following, and, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't achieve that, and then I was removed from the YouTube partnership program due to the apocalypse, and it just sort of all cumulatively, you know, piled up, and I just decided that it wasn't really worth putting in all this time. I had school that I had to focus on. I had and I was just, you know, I wanted to put my time into that rather than into something that, you know, I didn't see a potential success coming out of anytime soon. Trying to reconnect. Great. So yeah, I didn't see anything coming out of that anytime soon, and so I decided to call it quits. And so I think that uh, that was sort of my decision at the time. Now, after deciding to do that, I have you know, I've completed my first year of my college program, and I just got a summer job over at the Ford assembly plant in Oakville, and working on the line, making decent money. So I'm pretty happy. I'm happy there as well, and so uh, you know, life's not, you know, a complete drag. It's, you know, I have some stuff going for me right now, so that's always a benefit. Um, for error, you lost connection, or maybe a problem with your internet connection. Dismiss. It still says I'm live though. Let's check my. I've seen some people comment, so I'm actually gonna go check out my channel on YouTube Gaming here, and, you know, I don't know why I'm not able to actually, like, I'm clicking on my channel, and it's not opening. Oh, have I been removed from YouTube Gaming as well? Can I not do that? Let's do it that way. I'm live now. Why is it not showing up? Yeah, there it is. But nobody's watching. Round boss man. 2 watching. Oh shit. I guess, yeah. I guess my internet sucks. Big fat donkey dick. But it still says I have 1 person watching. That might just be me because I joined in. But whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I managed to get a job at the the Ford assembly plant there in Oakville, and I've been I'm on the line there, and so it's been it's a good job, and, you know, I've had some things going for me recently, so it's not all doom and gloom when it comes to YouTube and stuff like that. Or with my life kind of thing. It's like, you know, the whole YouTube thing did suck, but it's not, you know, it's not over for me, I guess is what I'm getting at. I'm like I put when I um like, if you look at my channel bio, it says, you know, YouTube. I might stream or I might upload, but probably not. New creators and even old creators like myself who have been making videos for just over 4 years now have been completely screwed over by YouTube. Please enjoy the content that is on my channel. That was my last update as of a while ago, so, you know, I was, I was sour to say the least, but, um, yeah, I was a bit sour, and, you know, whether I was rightfully sour or not is up in the air. I'm sure there's people who would say that I'm just being a big bitch about the whole situation, and, you know, by all means, I might just be the world's biggest bitch when it comes to the situation, but I do think that, you know, uh, that there was other people who probably felt similar, in a similar, holy fuck, there's probably other people who felt, in a similar situation, and, so I must not have been the only one, or I can't be the only one. There's got to be other people who have a similar feeling on the issue. So I'm not going. Anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on about the whole YouTube bullshit or whatever, because it's not really what I want to do here. The reason why I'm doing this stream is I'm actually. Jesus Christ. I'm actually dying, apparently. Jesus. Are we good, game? Or body? Can we take a breath and not die on stream, please? Jesus. Okay. Yeah. As I was saying about the job that I have now at at Ford Motor Company of Canada at the Oakville Assembly Plant. They have me on nights currently. Right now it's a long weekend. My weekend's actually longer than most people. Usually here, I believe this is the May 24 weekend, even though May 24th is in the middle of the week, so at least I think, I never knew whether May 24 was connected to May 24th or not, I don't know. It was just the time I got off school, and apparently everybody had barbecues and shit, so there was a lot of steak you get to eat, and that was really all that mattered to young boy me. There was steak, and I didn't have school, so if that ain't a holiday, I don't know what is. Now, for the whole, for the assembly line, work isn't actually, work is off for 4 days, so we got Friday off, then Saturday, Sunday we normally would have off, and then Monday's off. So my first day back is Tuesday, but I'm actually on the night, so I've been staying up a bit later than usual because of, you know, because I'm on night shift. I wanted to play some video games last night, ended up not, and just watching some TV, and then today, in the middle of the day, I decided to play some Destiny, and then decided just not that long ago to start up a stream and just talk. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, and according to my laptop, I opened up my stream on my laptop. According to my laptop, the game is no longer being shown, so I don't really have a way to fix that, unfortunately. Or I don't know of a way to fix that other than to hardwire my system, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I don't have a way to hardwire my system, so I'm just hoping and praying that this fixes itself on its own at some point. Maybe if I exit like that and then come back, it'll fix itself. I'll see. Because now it says both audio and gameplay are being broadcast, so maybe by doing that, that actually solved the problem, but I haven't seen anything change on my laptop, so I'm probably dead wrong. And by the looks of it, I'm just dead wrong. So, yeah, sorry. there's really nothing I can do, unfortunately, because my internet's shit, and I just don't have a way to fix it and stop it from being shit. I've done pretty much everything I can do except hardwire, and I don't have a way to hardwire my system. So I'm just sort of living and hoping and praying that this will fix itself eventually. Anyway, so yeah, I just decided to play some video games today and do a bit of a stream for an hour or so, and just keep myself occupied, keep myself awake, and then I gotta go back to bed. Start time actually for the first week for night shift was you would work 5:30 until the latest would be 4 in the morning. But my first night I was in until 18 minutes after 2 o'clock, and then the second night apparently after midnight on Thursday was my second night. So midnight it would become Friday at 12 in the morning on a Friday. And the moment it turned to Friday, supposedly they had to pay you triple time. So either that's written up in the union there or something. I don't know the whole ins and outs of that, but that's what a lot of the guys on the line were telling me. And they were saying that means that chances are they're not going to keep us in working until after 12. It's going to be like 12 and the line's going to shut down. So that was what they were telling me, at least. And so I was just under that impression that that was going to be the situation, that I was working until 12. But we ended up working into 12:30, so I guess I got 30 minutes of triple pay, or so it would seem. But Thursday's payday, and I didn't get paid last week because my first day was Monday, so they hadn't processed my banking information yet, or whatever, through or whatever the case may be, or maybe my hours weren't put in or whatever. But long story short, I didn't get paid this Friday, so Jesus, that hurt. Hopefully I'll be getting paid next Thursday for the job. Oh, these guys are okay. I'm leaving. Yeah, I don't want any of that. You guys do what you want to do. I'll let you do that. Yeah, the thing for me is they're switching it, though, as of this week. Instead of it being 1:30, instead of it being 5:30, sorry, a 5:30 start time, they're changing it to 3:30, so that essentially they push the start time back 2 hours. So that in turn would mean, I guess, the end time would come back 2 hours. So what they wanted to do was change it to an 8-hour day. Now, basically what their plan was, if I remember correctly, is they wanted to schedule it back, so instead of it being a 12-hour work day, or a 10-hour work shift, it would be a 8-hour work shift. However, there's going to be days where things might come up, so they have to keep you longer. So I think by changing it to a 3:30 start time, if you're only working 8 hours, I know from 5:30 p.m. Until 2 o'clock was 8 hours, and I know when you hear that, you're like, no, that'd be 8.5 hours, but you get a 30-minute unpaid lunch, so that basically negates the 5:30 start to a 6 o'clock start. So from 6 until 2, I believe, is 8 hours, if my math serves me correctly. So that's the whole dealio there as to why it's set up that way. But if you worked until 4 in the morning, that would have been a 10-hour shift. And so I think by pushing the start time back to 2:30, they are to 2:30 in the afternoon rather than 5:30. They're actually going to push it so if you're working 8 hours for an 8-hour day, you'd be getting off at 12 o'clock in the morning the next day. And if they have to keep you, longer. I believe how they're doing it is you're in for the lowest amount of time you're going to be in doing on the line is 8 hours. So you're scheduled in from 3:30 until 12 o'clock in the morning, and that's your 8 hours. However, if you finish the schedule, so there's vehicles that need to be done, a certain number of vehicles that need to be done during each shift. So if you've achieved the number of vehicles that you need to do, then yeah, I know it's a black screen. I can't fix it, unfortunately. I got a buddy texting me. I can't seem to fix it. Like, I've tried as much as I can, but apparently my internet's so shit that only audio comes through, so I might as well just be a podcaster. Welcome to my podcast. Please enjoy my simple audio-only content with a hint of video game. I don't even know if the video game noise is coming through. It might just be me just talking. But yeah, so what basically with if you finish your charter early or whatever, if you finish the number of vehicles you're supposed to work on early, so let's say they have a requirement of 200 vehicles in an 8-hour shift. So if you get 200 vehicles done in 7.5 hours, they would let you off with 7.5 hours. But LOL. They have what is it? Fuck. It's yeah, you'd get 7.5 hours if you meet the quota. If you don't meet the quota, oh fuck, I wanted to start that mission, but I ran away. If you don't meet that quota and it takes longer than 8 hours, then they'll go to a maximum of 10, but they won't keep you for more than 10. So everybody wants to work 8 hours or less, but the longest they'll keep you in is 10, and I believe the way they have it set up right now is once they switch over, so as of next week, when they switch over to where's the flag to start? There it is. Once they switch over from the 10-hour shift to the 8-hour shift, after the 8-hour mark, you'll get time and a half, so overtime. So basically, if they require you to stay for 10 hours rather than 8, for those 2 hours you'll get time and a half, which isn't a bad thing. Getting paid overtime to do something, it sucks, especially because it sucks less because if the start time, Jesus, these guys are mean and I hate them, hate everything about them, because they pushed the start time back to the time they did. Instead of it being 5:30, it's 3:30. Yeah, 3:30. It's not as bad because before it used to be, the start time. If the start time was 5:30 and they held you in for 10 hours, you would have been there until 4 o'clock in the morning. That kind of sucks. But if it's they hold you in for 10 hours and your start time is 3:30. Then you'd be getting home you'd be leaving work at 2 o'clock rather than 4, which is a lot better, in my opinion, of a time to be stuck there until. So it's not all bad news bears. But basically, the reason why it's streaming right now is because I'm on the night schedule and I wanted to stay up, so. I figured I would do some gaming, do a bit of streaming, and just chat for a bit. But, seemingly nobody can even see the gaming. Oh dear. Fuck me. Oh, double fuck me. I shot you right in your stupid fucking head. Again and again. Is that not your spot? Can you, like, I don't know, fuck right off? How's that seem? It seems nice. Just short, sweet, to the point, fuck right off. Yeah, so that's sort of why I'm streaming right now, you know. Streaming's not really what I had planned I would be doing. It's what I am doing to keep myself preoccupied. Why do you gotta run the fuck away, man? I just want to, like, shoot you up a little bit. Holy fuck, did that ever make my screen jump? Were you hiding? You're a bitch. Where did this fucker go? Where is this fucking guy? That's just. Yeah. So that's, yeah. Oh my goodness. I am so not good at this streaming thing. I never really was, though, so. You know, when I sort of switched over from just making it like the old-fashioned way, and switched over to just doing live streams. Probably why I didn't really see the growth in my channel that most people would have after the length of time, because, you know, when you're watching a live stream where you can't cut out the bad games, because that was the one thing that I used to, that was made not streaming it and just doing episodes a good thing, is you could, oh fuck, yeah, you could, where did this fucker go? He just disappears again. You could, basically save the games that you did good at and get rid of the games that you didn't do good at. So you could basically pretend that, hey, look, I'm really good at the game, I went positive. Meanwhile, get that positive kill-death ratio game, you played, you know, about 40 games, and only one of those was positive. So, you know, after a couple hours of playing, you only have 3 or 4 videos to upload. Kind of shitty, but at least then you got to pretend a bit that you were good at the game. Now, I sort of decided that doing the live streaming was over 2-hour live stream of somebody sucking at Call of Duty or whatever. And so then it became this whole thing of, well, you can stream it, and then you can chop the stream up into little bits. But then the whole thing of, you know, well, I stream it to my main channel, and then I decide, oh, network error, does that mean my stream's done? Because I just booted out of a party. So that would probably be the next thing.
We've intercepted the orders
computer's shitting itself again, saying that the game isn't showing anymore. It showed for a few seconds, and then it was gone. There's a commander near your location. He should have what you need. Yeah. Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, when you look at all of these, holy shit, man, maybe I got games updating. Let me check on my updates. There's no other updates. Alright, internet, maybe you're gonna be less shit this time? That'd be kind of nice. Yeah, with doing the, oh great, even Justin's lagging now, you know, even with doing the live stream, when you do it on your main channel, it's kind of shitty to have it. Then you get those views, you get that notoriety, you get those likes and whatever, and then after all of that happens, you then download the video, chop it up into, you know, like 30-minute pieces or whatever, and then upload those individually, but then all of the people who've already seen it won't watch it again, and you know, you'll have views spread out more, but you're less likely to get as much, I don't know, it was just this whole conflict with me where it was like, do I chop it up, do I not chop it up, what do I do here, how do I do this kind of thing, and so I ended up deciding, fuck it, just do the live streams and don't bother with it, and people want to watch it, they can. If they watch the whole thing, great. If they don't, well, not as great, but still great that they, hey, at least, oh my fuck, they clicked on it once. So I mean, there's multiple ways to look at it, I guess, and so I ended up deciding, well, fuck it, right? Leave up the video and see where it takes me. So I guess the live streams didn't really help out my cause, and I didn't really see my channel grow, but hey, whatever. I mean, content's content. I was still making videos, I was still putting in effort, it just wasn't as much effort as I could have been putting in, and I guess the other downfall is I could have diversified myself. Because I think if I actually did Twitch, and then I took those Twitch streams and uploaded it to YouTube, I actually could have developed a following on both platforms, and then I think, I mean, I don't know how much more successful I would have been on Twitch, considering the people who are, oh, well, fuck me right now, that thing kills me again. The people who are big on Twitch are, like, seriously big, and they're good at the game, right? People who go big on Twitch and who have a huge following on Twitch, they aren't just some schmucks who happen to pick up a controller and have a few decent games once or twice. They're people who, like, they load up the game and they're fucking wrecking face every time they load into a lobby, so it's one of those things where, certain people succeed in that element, and I definitely would not have been one of those people, and I also had this internal struggle where, I've been working to build up a platform on YouTube. Why would I then jump over to Twitch, right? And I guess there's this whole thing of don't put your eggs in one basket, and maybe I would have done better on Twitch than I did on YouTube, and I do think for a streaming platform, if you want to get the best bang for your buck, like the best place to do streams, if you're planning on doing live streams, is Twitch, hands down. YouTube's live stream service is fucking garbage. I mean, yeah, you can link your Twitch and your YouTube both to, your PlayStation, and I'm not sure what the situation is on Xbox, but I do know you can on PlayStation, and you can stream directly from your device and everything. But for audience retention and stuff, like, you'll get people who go to Twitch to watch people game, right? YouTube is sort of like series-based. You can build up a platform, you can make money, but most of your money comes from ad revenue. For people on a service like Twitch, for example, they don't rely on ad revenue. Although at first that's what they relied on, right? Because you only had you only had the ads that would play on your channel that would make you revenue. But they recently developed that thing where you can subscribe to a channel for however much money, and then set it up so you do that monthly. So every month, you throw like $5 in the hat, and you support a guy who's making content. And I think that's actually a lot better than the ads, because, for example, especially on YouTube, I don't know the exact split, but it's 70 to whatever something. Oh, well, fuck. And I'm not sprinting. Oh, it's not a fall to my death. I don't know the exact split, but I think it's 70-30, is that it? Is that the split? Something like that. So, YouTube's still making 30%, but what sucks is you only make that 70% when somebody doesn't skip the ad. So if somebody skips the ad, YouTube pockets every penny that, that guy... if the ad company said for every video this plays on, for every video this plays on, you get this much, they'll give YouTube $1, right? And so YouTube would give you 70% of that dollar if, of course, nobody skips the ad. So when somebody does skip the ad, YouTube then pockets the whole dollar instead of only 30%. And you get, as the channel, get nothing despite that ad still being featured on your channel. It's kind of a shitty place to be in. When it comes to Twitch, if I remember correctly, when the ad roll played, when an ad played or when a channel decided to play an ad roll because they were partnered, again, because I'm not a Twitch dude, I don't really know the whole ins and outs of the whole Twitch scene, but I believe you would, if you got Twitch partnered, you were partnered with Twitch, you could run ad rolls, and by running those ad rolls, you would then, say, okay, I'm going to run a quick ad while I, hit the bathroom. So you'd go to the bathroom and you'd run an ad roll. So if you had, 500 people viewing, then 500 people would all get this ad roll on their screen. And I believe you couldn't actually skip the ad, or if you could skip the ad, I don't recall. I do know that it does say at the bottom, watching this ad directly supports the creator, and so it was just sort of in your face there, like, hey, by watching this you're supporting the guy that you're watching right now, and it was sort of a cool thing that you could do. And are you fucking kidding me? Get me up here right now so I can kill these fuckers. And yeah, so I did like that aspect of it for Twitch, and then now they have the the subscriber and the bits thing. So you can spend money on bits, you can spend do a monthly subscription thing to support the guys you like. And I don't know what this percentage is, what goes to Twitch, what goes to the creator, but I know it's guaranteed, right? If when an ad plays, you can't skip it, or if you can skip it, I'm pretty sure the money still goes to both parties, regardless, right? It's the same. The whole thing about the ad thing, where if the person skips it, the content creator on YouTube wouldn't get that money. To me, that doesn't make any fucking sense, because at the end of the day, it's the same thing as TV, right? If there's a commercial break and you've recorded that show, you skip the commercials. Everybody does it, unless it's the Super Bowl. Nobody sits and just watches the commercials. If they have the option to skip it, they're going to skip it. So when I look at it, in that aspect, it's the person who's ad that is still pays that channel, that TV channel, the money that they promised to pay them to run that ad, and they are still making that money. So I think the thing on YouTube, it should be like, if I know you can't see the stream, nobody can, and I can't fix it. The thing that with YouTube is where it definitely falls short is how they pay their creators, and how if somebody skips an ad, they don't get paid. And to me, that's just a shitty thing to do. Now for Twitch, I do think it's a lot better of a community, a lot better of a situation there, because I know that the money directly goes to the creator, and even if there is a split between Twitch and the creator, I do think it's more creator centric and everything like that. So it's a really good thing there in my opinion. So I do think that if anybody wants to do live streaming, for sure the best thing to do is Twitch. YouTube does have this service now where apparently you can pay however much money and then get what's considered a featured comment, where it just shows up with a border around it in color, and it makes it more prominent. And basically what that means is you're gonna basically have a live stream where it's or a Q&A, and it's pay to get your question answered, or pay to say some stupid shit. And then what I find funny is when you look at somebody who, even on Twitch, where they have like a donation thing, and so you donate, you can put in a comment on your donation, and then they have a donation bot that reads the letters that people send in their donation. And I don't think a lot of streamers do that anymore, because what would happen is people would, there was no minimum, right? If it was like, hey, you throw $1 in, or you know, you throw in 50 cents, right? That donation allows you to now type a comment, and now the bot's going to say that comment. Well, anybody with, you know, 25 cents, you know, with, you know, like $5 and that they sent to their PayPal can now, you know, put 25 cents down multiple times in somebody's chat or in somebody's donation and put racial slurs and things like that and have the bot say it, and it would get the content creator and shit. And you know, I do believe that Twitch and everybody and streamers and shit have learned from those mistakes, and they don't do that as much anymore. But then you look at YouTube, and they pretty much just said, hey, you know, instead of having a bot do it, we now just say you can donate money, and it's not, you know, the person who runs the streams who gets the box around their, who sees this highlighted comment. It's everybody. So everybody gets this comment put at the top of the feed, and then they can, you know, look through everybody's paid comments and see how much they paid to put their comment there and what their comment says. And so you basically get people who will then use that service and, you know, they'll put in, you know, maybe they'll put in more, maybe they'll put in less, and then they'll just say some stupid shit. And, you know, they can just spam that stupid shit, and whether it's racist or decent content or, you know, back and forth or whatever it happens to be, it can be a number of things, but you can never guarantee that it's going to be positive. And so they pretty much just open themselves up for that whole situation where, you know, somebody puts in a little bit of money and then they can just say stupid shit or racist shit or whatever, and it's just going to be a toxic cesspool. I've already seen places where people are trying to do Q&As and they just like ask stupid questions, or they keep putting out like $2 donations for the super chat and just keep saying the same stupid thing or asking the same question or just saying things that they're just basically trying to piss the creator off. And you know, it's not, you know, who would want to stream in a situation like that, right? Where, you know, hey, yeah, cool, I made $5, you know, if 10,000 people decide to throw $5 in the hat, that's a decent chunk of change. But when those 10,000 people all put, you know, the same racist comment or various different racist comments, who's the real winner, right? Yeah, cool, I made a decent chunk of change, but now my whole chat is riddled with this racist, terrible, disgusting bullshit. So I don't think that it's necessarily a good thing to super chat, and I do think that for a streaming service, the best place to go is Twitch. For YouTube, what YouTube is it's basically like a series platform. If you're going to make so series, YouTube is like for a series. So let's say you sit down and you play Minecraft with your buddies, and so you record like a 30-minute thing, you save that 30-minute, you say, hello, welcome back, record for 30 minutes, doing some stupid shit, then after 30 minutes say, hey, thanks for watching, blah, 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 and then, shameless plug here, shameless plug there, make sure you smash that like button and turn on notifications, and, like, that's pretty much all YouTube is turned into, too. I just find that funny, like, smash that like button and I'll do this stupid thing, you put your penis down on the like button and fuck the shit out of it, turn on notifications, and Snapchat your girlfriend a picture of your penis, like, they're just saying the dumbest shit when, like, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button, or rip the lid off it, and stupid shit. It's like, there's a lot of guys who I watch who now, they just mock that whole thing, where it's like, make sure you smash that like button, hit that like button, make sure you touch that like button, fondle that like button, don't forget to subscribe. And I look at that and I just find it fucking hilarious. Because it's hilarious. It really is. Just to think that that's what it's just sellout, right? Smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications and smash that like button. Hit that like button in 3 seconds if you like breathing. Like, it's so fucking stupid, but I mean, that's supposedly, you know, there's other shit that I've seen where it's like, you know, you have 3 seeds. This is one guy I watched. He's turned into full sellout, and he's basically like, okay, so I've seen this on Instagram too, where you see a picture where there's 4 squares, right? And so they say what number your like ends in. So let's say there's, you know, 1,000 likes, and you hit the like button. Well, then it's now 1,001. So they'll say if your like number is between 0 and 2, this is your picture, and they do it all the way up until, you know, blank and 9. So usually it's like, you know, it's like, who's your gamer girlfriend? Smash that like button, find out who your gamer girlfriend is, and if it's, you know, this to this, it's, you know, cute blonde, this to this, cute brunette, this to this, cute redhead, and then it's like this to this, and then it's just some, you know, overweight nerd and holding foam swords, and it's like, that's basically what I've seen on like Instagram and shit. And now you're seeing people, it's like, if your like number, smash that like button, and if your like number ends in this to this is your seed. If it's this to this is your seed, and if it's this to this is the seed you get. And then they're like, now smash that like button in 3 seconds, and I'll reveal to you what your seed will grow. And then it says, you know, like, alright, smash that like button in 3, 2, 1, and then they reveal it, and it's like, oh, this one's, this guy was like, okay, this one's a money tree, you're gifted with unlimited wealth. This one's, I can't remember what the other one was, and then the other one was a fire tree. Congratulations, every couple of seconds this tree's gonna burn everything you like, you love and hold dear, including your family, your friends, your house, your neighbors, everything. And it's like, really? Like, well, like, what? Just, you know, please, sell out more, right? It's like, you know, it's like YouTube and shit like that has basically become chatterbait, except instead of the prize being you pick a, you know, you throw $100 of tokens in the hat, and now you get access to a private show with some kiddies thrown in your face. Instead of that, you now get bullshit fake seeds that do absolutely nothing, or you get to join the low gang, as it were, if you're a Logan Paul viewer or whatever. And it's like, you know, I don't want to be a low gang member. I don't want to be a part of you know, your stupid group that you call your subscribers or your viewers or the people who like your content. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be a part of this bullshit.
Watch out.
You know, it's not like sell out. You know, if you want to sell out, that's great. Do what you got to do. But I just find it so pretentious, and it pisses me. Make sure you smash that like button, fondle that like button, tickle that like button. You know, shit like that. It's like, oh fuck, man. Like, please tell me what to do more, so I won't do it. Like, when a channel specifically says to hit that like button, I specifically don't. When it says to specifically hit that notification button, I specifically don't. And I don't even care if it's a channel that I actively like. Like, the only channel I think that I actually do like videos, you know, as when they say, you know, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video or whatever, is the Philip DeFranco show. Now, the only reason why I do that for that show is because it's actually a decent, well-put-together show. But for these guys with unoriginal content, or stupid content, or all they do is stupid shit, you know, in the hopes that they'll make money off of it, right? And, you know, or exploit their fan base, or whatever it happens to be, to try and get views, clicks, and money. You know, it's shit like that where it's like, no, fuck you, right? I don't really give a fuck about your like button, or your seeds, or whatever it happens to be. Like this in 3 seconds and you'll get a rare Pikachu in Pokemon Go. Like, I don't fucking care about no rare Pikachu. I don't give a fuck about Pokemon Go. Like, fuck, man. You can take your pretentious bullshit and shove it up your left nut. For all I care. But, you know, hey, whatever. To each their own. People do what people want to do. And so, that's what some people decide to do. Is, you know, put their balls on the chopping block and, you know, wait for people to fondle them. And unfortunately for you, I'm not the ball fondler that you so seek. So, but yeah, I don't even know what got me on that tangent, but, oh yeah, YouTube and all of that shit. But yeah, so basically, if you want, if you're doing like, you know, daily uploads, which is pretty much the norm now, if you're not making daily content, or if you're not posting, you know, every other day or on a regular basis, like if you have a schedule, or if you don't have a schedule, then you're not going to succeed, right? On YouTube, you basically have to say it out loud in plain black and white text. Every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday of every week, I'm posting a video. And then every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday, you must post a video. Because if you miss a day, even if there's a legitimate reason, like, you know, oh, I had a funeral, or oh, this happened, or that happened, whatever it happens to be, nobody gives a flying fuck what the reasoning is. If you haven't, if you set yourself to a schedule, good fucking luck. You just lost a shit ton of views. Like, basically, if you miss your schedule once, your shit's getting shut down. If you stick to your schedule, people are going to keep coming back. If you miss a single day, no matter what the reason, no matter how you put it out there, even if you post a quick video on your channel explaining it, you're not going to get every one of your viewers, and then the rest of your videos are going to be, did you die? Are you alive? What happened? Is he dead? Is he ever coming back? Did he quit YouTube? What happened? And that's what your comment section will look like on, like, all your videos for the last few days. So, and then if you don't have a regular upload schedule, and, you know, maybe you've got a group of fans who understand that, hey, your videos take longer, and maybe they'll come out once every month, maybe they'll come out once every 3 months. Depends on the video topic, how long it takes to make, but when the videos come out, they're well put together and shit. There's some people that'll do that. Like, there's, like, the Vsauce1 channel I'll check up on every month, maybe once or twice a month, to see if they've uploaded anything, because it's a channel I like to watch, and when they do come out with a new upload, it's some really nice, cool, and well put together shit. There's other channels like that I'll, you know, whether they're big or small, where they might not have a regular upload schedule, but I'll check in periodically because they make content that is interesting to me, that I like to watch. And so, but very few people do that. A lot of people are basically looking for a channel that they can watch now, and something that, you know, interests them, and a lot of times that means you gotta be on a schedule, because, you know, if somebody, you know, basically has set their own schedule, like, you know, I have from this time to this time free every day, so I'm watching YouTube between this day and this day, right? So if on that specific day, you know, let's say it's a Tuesday, and they know that you're supposed to post a video every Tuesday, and you miss a Tuesday, you know, then they look at your channel, they don't see anything, they get frustrated, they get pissy, or they just say, okay, well, I guess that's over with, and they don't check back. Some people do, but there's actually a decent majority of people who won't check back for a while, or might never check back again, and so you can actually lose a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, and a lot of people that way, just by not sticking to a schedule. So, when it comes to live streaming now, on Twitch at least, you basically have, you know, you can have have people who follow your Twitch, and they can set it so that way every time you go live, they get an email notification. Now, you can basically set it up so, you know, let's say you want to live stream between this time and this time twice a week. So you say, on this day, I'm streaming from this time to this time Eastern Standard Time, and on this other day during the week, I'm, you know, streaming from this time to this time Eastern Standard Time, and, you know, then everybody knows. Well, you know, hey, of course shit's gonna come up, or maybe you have to cut a stream short because of start a stream late because of something unforeseen. Like, let's say the way your stream works is
you come home from work on a Tuesday, and an hour after you normally get home is when you start your stream. So you basically have an hour to get home, maybe shower, maybe make something to eat quick, or whatever, and then you're starting the stream, playing some video games or doing whatever it is you do on your live stream. Well, when it comes time to being on a schedule or doing something like that where, you know, it's like, you know, after this time I do this and stream, and, you know, let's say it is coming home from work, well, one day there's an accident on the highway or something unforeseen happens, so now you're late coming home, well, that could push your stream back. Now, unfortunately, as far as I know, I don't think Twitch actually has a feature like YouTube has. So YouTube has a feature right now where on the main page, like there's like the YouTube featured and then your subscription page or whatever. So on the featured page where they show you content you might like, as well as content from your subscribers and stuff, they actually show, you know, if your subscriber posts an update with a picture or whatever and says, you know, hey, I've been working on this video, taking longer than expected, right? It'll actually be posted directly onto the thing, and people are a lot more likely to see it, especially if they're on YouTube regularly. So that's an easy way to get in contact with the people who follow you on the platform they follow you on, because, you know, just because you make YouTube videos and you also have a, you know, a Twitter account or a Facebook page, you know, you can post on your Facebook page, you can post on your Twitter account that, hey, this is the sitch, this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. If, you know, only, you know, 40 or 50% of the people who follow you on your main platform, for example, YouTube, end up following you on one of those other social medias, then in theory, only 50% of your audience would receive the update or receive that information, and the other 50% wouldn't know what the fuck's going on. So you have a clear disconnect. Now, I don't know if Twitch has anything similar to that YouTube program where you can actually post something on your wall and it'll notify all the people who follow you or not. There might be something that goes on, that might not be something that goes on. I can't vouch for that. But what I do know is, when it comes to Twitch, a lot of people not only will follow you for email notifications, but they'll actually follow you on Twitter. So you can actually say, you know, hey, the best way to get a hold of me and to let me, you know, give me suggestions on what games you want to see, or what you like about the stream, what you don't like about the stream, or you know, to get quick updates on when I'm streaming, or if there's a change in plans or whatever, follow me on my Twitter. And I honestly want to say that 60, 70, maybe even 80% of person's follower base on the Twitch platform will follow the creator on other social medias. And I think the big thing there is, even for larger channels on Twitch, the connection, the real-time connection between the audience and the creator and the audience really makes Twitch as successful as it is. That instant, you know, connection between the two parties, and that the ability to talk to them directly and have the real-time connection is really fulfilling, is really beneficial. It's a really cool thing. And yes, you can get the same thing using YouTube's platform, but I believe that the Twitch platform is actually better for that, for the audience involvement, for everything like that. And so I think that if you are going to make content, like live stream content or whatever, that Twitch, especially for that audience to streamer connection, that Twitch is a better place to go for that as well. So I do think in terms of the live stream market, Twitch is definitely going to win out. Twitch did add something where you could post videos to its service. I don't think that was a huge success, at least from the content creators that I follow on both Twitch and YouTube. I've seen a lot of them not continue to do the Twitch stuff, except for one of the people I follow who's a part of the main group that I follow on YouTube and Twitch. She's actually works for Twitch, so I believe, despite her, she used to put a lot of stuff on YouTube, but since Twitch basically created their own thing that's supposed to rival the YouTube thing, where you can post videos or set videos to come out on a schedule or whatever, I think she's actually switched a lot of her content over to Twitch, or maybe she's doing both, but
aside from her content, I haven't really seen anybody do anything with their the videos on Twitch except for her, or continue to do so rather. So I don't know what the success is going to be for that, how much it'll continue to grow, if it is growing. In the circle of people that I follow, I definitely do not see that being a well-used thing. And if anything, I think what that would actually be beneficial for is you see that people can create stream highlights, right? So something hilarious happens, so all your viewers can now clip that as a Twitch clip and save that as a highlight, right? So you can have clips for your stream, and I think that's kind of cool. But what a lot of people actually do is they make montages themselves and they upload them to YouTube. And I think that what Twitch was actually trying to do is to bring that onto Twitch, so they could keep everything in-house kind of thing. So you have a cool Twitch live stream, and a whole bunch of cool shit happens on stream, and so you want to make a montage or a compilation of cool shit that happened on the stream, and you know, you edit, you create the video, you do whatever, and then they turn around and upload it to YouTube. It's kind of like you know, a shitty situation for Twitch to be in, when, you know, they were the original thing that was used to create that you know, that stream. It was a Twitch stream, but now all of the stuff has been put together and put on YouTube. So I think they were actually really trying to bite into that market, which is a very smart thing to do, and to try and keep, you know, not only the streaming, but then you know, the videos that might come out of the stream, whether it be highlights or people who just didn't touch me any harder. Oh, great. Using that that secondary channel, I would stream to it, and then I would download the live stream, chop it up, and then upload that directly to YouTube on my main channel. And some people do that, but they do that with their Twitch streams, and then they take the Twitch streams and they chop them up, and then they upload them directly to YouTube. So I think Twitch was trying to bite into that market, keep everything on the Twitch platform, and I don't really think that it's been very successful for them. But for live streaming in general, if you're going to live stream, do it on Twitch. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Twitch is going to be the best platform for big or small creators who want to do live streaming. It's going to have the best feedback between your viewers and yourself. It's going to, you know, with the Twitch chat, that where you can actually talk to your chat, you get the chat feed up live or pretty damn close to live, and then you're able to respond to them semi-directly, whether you're a bigger channel or a smaller channel. And then you can also have subscriber-only chat. So if you're got a really big following of, you know, over 10,000 people who are spitting comments at you left, right, and center, you can do, you know, you can do a slow chat mode where you slow everything down so people can only post every minute or so a new comment instead of spamming it. And so you can slow things down. But, you know, if 10,000 people can comment every minute, then that's basically 10,000 comments a minute that you would be trying to filter through. It'd be kind of shitty or difficult to go through. So I think that was when they decided to go with the Twitch chat, which that I think was actually a smart move on their part as well, is because you can take that Twitch chat and you can, or the Twitch chat, and you can put it in subscriber only mode. And then if you're subscribed to the channel, your comment will be posted in the chat, and then you can basically talk with your subscribers, the people who are supporting you even more. And then there's this, I think that's one of the big things, you know, where Patreon tried to be a service and stuff, is, you know, on YouTube you can support your creator by in one means, and that's by not skipping ads that play on their video. Now, yes, that support is there, but you're not supporting the creator directly. It's I believe a large portion of that support goes to the creator, but other portion of that support goes to to the platform itself, where things like Patreon and shit like that, they were trying to create a platform where it was directly supporting the creator. You know, you drop money in the hat and you're supporting the creator directly, and they could actually set it up so that way the creator gave you bonuses, whether it be early content or maybe some posters and shit, as a thank you for putting your money in monthly in the hat kind of thing. And so there was more direct connection there between supporter and creator. And then I think with the Twitch chat and how you can have subscriber only mode, it actually made it even more fulfilling, because you know, if you're supporting a channel because you feel connected to the person, you feel
What's the plan here?
You feel like there's something there. You know, it's not to sound like, you know, oh, I'm, you know, you're the overly attached girlfriend or whatever kind of thing, but it's like, you know, when you connect with a channel, you know, a channel has inspired you, or you know, helped you go through some shit, or whatever it happens to be that makes you drawn to this channel, to this creator. So you want to support them directly. And being able to do the thing in Twitch chat where you can then take that support and be able to use it to the advantage of being able to talk directly to the individual that you're supporting, I think is actually a really cool and interesting concept. And I think that also sets Twitch above YouTube in that aspect, because yeah, there's a comment section in YouTube, but it's really just a cesspool of people who might be a supporter and might not be a supporter, because you don't have to be subscribed to that channel to comment. You don't have to like the video to comment. You can comment hate shit. You can comment troll comments. You can do all of this shit that really doesn't add or benefit anybody. Whereas on Twitch, you can use the service and root out troll comments. You can, you know, get rid of people like that out of your chat, and then you can have chat set up where you can actually talk directly with the people who are supporting you, with the people who are following you, with the people who actually care about your content. And I actually think that it's just a better platform all the way around. I guess, yeah, the big thing right now is, you know, and I'm not just saying this because YouTube sort of stuck a knife in my back with the whole with the partnership program or whatever. The main reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because it's just the God's honest truth. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a lot of time to watch Twitch streams, but what I do have time to watch is YouTube videos. So what I'll actually do is I can support a creator by watching their YouTube videos or whatever when I have free time. Because, you know, if I have a free time to watch a 30-minute video, then I watch a 30-minute video, right? But if I can only watch 30 minutes of a live stream, I don't get the full experience, and then it feels kind of it doesn't feel as cool as if I get to sit and watch the live stream, you know, in its entirety. And then there's also the aspect of, you know, well, people then say, well, you know, you can watch the VOD, the VOD of the stream and get to rewatch it, but then you're just watching it. It's like, you know, it's like watching a sports game on TV that you recorded. It's way better to watch the game live, and it's even better to watch it in the stadium. It's just a different feeling that you get by doing it that way. Are we playing Ring Around the fucking Rosie, or what? It's just a better all-around experience. So that's pretty much where what I feel about the whole Twitch YouTube thing. And I think that all around, for live streaming, Twitch is going to be your best bet. Not everybody, unfortunately, can watch YouTube constantly and
Nice shooting,
or Twitch constantly, or watch a live stream in its entirety. So for instances like that, having something like a Twitch or having YouTube and shit to put your content up on is good as well. But I do think for videos, series, and content, YouTube is probably your best bet. For live streaming, Twitch is your best bet. Those are just my personal, non-professional opinions. But I've been streaming for over an hour. Not all that hour has audio, and I really haven't done much in this stream other than just shoot people and talk. But,
The Hive are retreating.
it's
Good thing that ritual didn't
3
cause too
o'clock
much
in the
damage.
morning, and even though I am working on nights, I do got to switch a little bit less nights than I have been, because my schedule before, I was getting up at 1 o'clock for work, so I could go to work at 5:30, and then I would be coming home at, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and staying up until maybe about 4 or 5 in the morning, and then going to sleep until 1:30 again. But if I got to get up at 3:30, if I got to be in work at 3:30, I want to have more than 2 hours to get ready. So I want to start getting up at about 12:30. So I gotta go to bed earlier than I have been. So I think it's 3 o'clock now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna call it night. I don't know if I will stream again anytime soon. I just figured it was something I could do to kill a bit of time, talk for a bit, and just do some shit that I haven't done in a while. So normally when I end a live stream, I say, thanks for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, show some love, show some support. Because in all honesty, that's usually the best way to remind people to do that, because sometimes somebody might enjoy the content, might enjoy the stream, might enjoy the channel, but they might forget, not think, hey, maybe I should subscribe, or maybe I should like. So I do think, not to be biased, like, oh, look, he's whoring again, but I think that there's a difference between, smash that like button for this and this, and, hey, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So if you did enjoy, maybe like, comment, and subscribe. You don't have to smash the like button if you didn't enjoy. You don't have to comment, and you don't have to subscribe. It's entirely up to you. There's no rewards for doing so. I'm not gonna come and blow your dick or anything, or send you some bullshit seeds that do absolutely nothing. But it'd be nice if you did enjoy it. So I'll leave that one up to you. If I do stream again, I don't know when it will be, or if I do post videos again, I don't know. At this point, everything is just up in the air. I've still got to go back to school for another year, and still got the new job I've started, and all of this other shit. So I might make content again at some point and do live streams again at some point. Do I see it happening anytime in the near future? Not really. But again, as my bio basically says, I might stream or I might upload, but probably not. So, I said that a month or two or more ago. I posted that update, and here I am in May, doing a stream. So, as I said, I might, but there's a good chance that I might mightn't. So, So, yeah, it's all up in the air. If you did like my rambly bullshit stream here, and you want to be able to catch the next one, then yeah, make sure you subscribe. Or if you just want to like it or whatever, then, you know where the like button is. Feel free to fondle it and smash it if you so choose. And yeah, I guess thanks for tuning in. I gotta take a piss and go to bed. Jesus, it's been a while. I missed it. I did miss it. It's actually kind of nice to be able to just sit and talk about bullshit, and even if it says I only have one person watching, and that might actually only be me because I'm connected to it right now. So if it's literally just me watching with the sound muted, then hi, me. If there is somebody else watching, then other than me, I don't know if it includes me in the total or not, but if there is somebody else there, hey, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying the shit. Can't believe you're still watching as I'm sitting here rambling, doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, if you did enjoy, you can like it, you can subscribe, you can share it, and you can block me, you can comment some stupid shit, or dislike the video, or whatever you so choose. Maybe you're already subscribed and you hate me now, so you want to unsubscribe, you can do that too. I really don't know if or when I will come back to YouTube. If I do, maybe it might be in a year or so, or longer, or less time. I really don't know. If I do come back, and if you want to be there for my great return, then yeah, hopefully I'll see you eventually. And if I don't do another stream for a while, and I mightn't, I don't know. I really don't know why I'm still rambling, saying the same shit when, yeah. Honestly, I think I'm just kind of tired and haven't done this in so long, so I'm just rambling on like a dumbass. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.